Gospel Life News. My name is Daki, and trust me, I'm so happy to be in your faces. Make una no hold me, make una no beg me. How do you say it again? Yesterday, Davido came out with a whole lot of back and forth. Nobody should hold him. Nobody should beg him. We want to tear his shirt. We want to tear trouser. We want to be naked. We want to go and fight. And everybody's like, if you don't have data today, there's a problem for you. But trust me, all of that happened, and the results, I will give them to you in a bit. My name is Taki, and welcome again to Gospel Life News. By the way, I want to say a big thank you to our fans all over the world for what you do. We appreciate you guys so much, and we'll say a massive thank you to you guys. We love you guys so much. From me to you, kisses. Now, this is something I do when I began Gospel at the time. I used to kiss you guys, but I kind of feel like I evolved, and but then it's fine, it's cool. But then major updates have been made for you guys. If you're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, you can now stream us live as we do a live program and all of that, live reactions, live news, and all of this. You can now stream us without missing a beat. All you have to do is look for a channel that is most comfortable to you. That is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or the likes, and go there, stream us live. We love you guys so much. We're making this update for you guys. Your reports are much important to us, and your feedback at the same time. And we are working. In coming days from now, trust me, in a couple of weeks from now, we are coming through with another massive update that we are so sure you all are gonna love it. Anyways, let's see what the news look like. Davido is beginning the news now. Focus your attention on this guy. See how beautiful, how handsome he is, laughing. I think for me, when we say we stand someone, we stand like the best, trust me. That's just a joke anyway. But Davido, one of the freshest we have out there doing the music, doing the business of music. We saw yesterday the Timeless album became eligible for 3 platinum certification in Nigeria with over 172,000 album units sold so far in the country. At the same time, yesterday Davido came out to say, "This one must sweet me. Make nobody beg me. Gang. Oh yeah, now when you get the gang vibe, you're sure that it's going to be back and forth." But after I said this, I'm sure some people that didn't have job went to beg him, and he soft pedaled, and the tweet ended here. He didn't continue to say what he was going to say at the time, and people were like, "Why should you guys beg him? He should have done what he wanted to do," because that's what would have given us news, and that's what we're live for, to give you guys updates. But it ended there, and then we saw the man who has just been reading and ranting for some days, talking about Sam Clef, coming out to say, talk about the post he made, and then making it look like a cult thingy, saying David paid money to join. He didn't get to court the legal way. He paid money to join court. Now, and at this point, people were like, this, he never mentioned court, prof. All he said was he wanted to do what he wanted to do at the time. Nobody should hold him, and then Sam Clef came out lashing him. I'm saying, can't he look like his mate or be like his mates? WIZKID and Burna Boy, who just does their stuff without making noise. And then he said, for Davido, he was too available. Everywhere he's there, that he's a celebrity and he doesn't expect such from him. Now the problem is, was Davido talking to Sam Clef or talking to IVD or Blessing CEO? Because lately they've been a lot back and forth. Even Abu Salami, it has been a lot of back and forth from Abu Salami to Blessing CEO to IVD, to Sam Clef, to a lot of people coming out to say he's owing me. So a whole lot of back and forth. Who could Davido be referring to in that post? Trust us, we all don't know, because someone somewhere went to beg him not to make the conversations anymore. Moving on, so Davido came out yesterday to announce that today we feast. He said, according to him, tomorrow we feast as today. Turn on your notification. Davido Feel Orchestra version on Amazon Music Original. We saw yesterday a trending video of a TikToker that was nabbed at the airport, and Davido came out to say that TikToker where they catch with drug, the way he feels way shock. Now, like that year for secondary school when your parents can't collect results for school and you self no say, you no read. You know that moment when you just failed in school and then your parents ask you, why did you fail? Like, the teacher failed me. No, bro, the teacher didn't fail you. You failed yourself. But then Davido liking that to the experience he had in school. Most likely, he was in similar situation when he was in school. But then the guy was shocked, like, you guys caught me? You know, I'm really thinking about Davido caught crews with all the events. At the same time, Davido said, Crazy Rich Asians, no matter how many times I watch it, I dey shed tears. I dey shed tears. It's so cute and all of that. Davido can be a very busy person, traveling here and there for performance and shows and making Afrobeats global, but at the same time, he knows when to rest to see movies. Davido has been a movie spree from seeing the trending movie on Netflix at the time, on Prime Video rather, At the time, that had V on it, and this time to Crazy Rich Asians. Asians. Davido is that guy that knows what to do with his time, and I'm sure probably on his flight journeys, he probably take out time to watch a movie or two and enjoys himself at the time. The movie is called She Must Obey on Prime TV. Moving on, we saw Chris Brown sensational with Davido and Luje on Shazam chart this morning. Currently on 58 on the global Shazam, and then 59 on the UK Shazam, 75 on the United States Shazam, and then 111, that's 111 on the Canada and Shazam. All of the spaces came as a new peak. Davido is going to be featured on the Kelly Clark show tomorrow. That's today, and tomorrow, Saturday, and we are waiting to see what he told them or said on this particular set. Trust us on Monday, we'll give you guys a full report of the event that happened at the Kelly Clarkson show Monday. Coming in is the Al Nassr Football Club. So their team members or their players, Ronaldo and the likes players, Sadio Mane and all of them. We saw where they were listening to Davido's Unavailable in their dressing room. And that's an amazing one. But David, we know he follows David on Instagram. Time he has endorsed a couple of Afrobeat songs. We saw the point where his kids were listening to Rema's Calm Down, of which he posted on his story personally, and that song went viral at the time he posted it. Just so you know, Ronaldo is the most followed man on earth on Instagram, and obviously his numbers are not one to joke with. And obviously, we saw him and the team vibing to Ronaldo. It was not posted on the page, but then the fact that it was in the video was going to give the video a lot of prominence in Saudi Arabia. Ozuna with Eva Longoria. Ozuna Eva Longoria featuring Davido just surpassed 33 million streams on Spotify. Another amazing one or amazing feat for Davido. Moving on, we have Tems, the girl who has been. I kind of feel like these guys have this pre-year. They drop a project and now they're everywhere. The project is fading off and they are going off everywhere because for God so know why. I have Tems on my news for like some 3 days back to back, and she has been everywhere, making giving headlines and at the same time giving reports and giving exclusive interviews to podcasts, radio TV, radio presenters, and all of that. This time we saw where she came out to say she's a big fan of Ashake and Tyler. The part that got was when the guy asked her if she could dance the water dance, and then Tems said in a very, very subtle way, "Yes, I can dance it, but I'm not going to dance it for you." Moving on, we saw where she came out to say, "No one can compete with me. I don't do competitive music. My music is for me." And I went into music because, according to Tems, she went into singing because at the time she had a lot to say, but she doesn't have any friend, or she had no friend to talk with. So basically, all she had to do then was put in her thoughts in a song and put it out because she was going to say something regardless. If she had a friend, we might not see Tems, but then she said she was lonely, and then she kept all her thoughts in a song. So basically, she putting the song out there means that she wants people to hear it. So whether it's make the chart numbers or it make the billion stream or the Grammys, she was not concerned. And concerned was the fact that she wanted people to know that this was what she was going through, so that if you were in similar situation, right, you will be able to relate and understand where she's coming from and where she wants you to be. Moving on, we saw where she came out to explain Afrobeat and why she feels she does not do Afrobeat. Tems came out to say, lately, if you drop a song and you're from Nigeria or Africa, everybody categorized that song as an Afrobeat song, which is false. And then she's saying she doesn't do Afrobeat. Whenever she makes music, what she submits the music with is R&B, because she does R&B and not Afrobeat. But then she said in Africa, where this space where we are from, whenever you make a song from here, Nigeria, Africa, it's categorized as Afrobeat. And basically, all the charts, all the blogs, you see USA Afrobeat chart, the Billboard Afrobeat chart, all of them, you'll find the Tems there. And basically, she doesn't do Afrobeat. And then she made it clear, she was so indifferent about it, and she doesn't know if it is wrong or right, but she knows that she doesn't do Afrobeat, but does R&B. Moving on, we saw where she came out to say it was from Try Me. She met WIZKID, and then she explained that at the time, she had Luku Luku, she had Try Me, she had like 3 songs, and she just did them big grand. Try Me was that one that actually took her everywhere. It blew up in Nigeria, took her to Europe and all of that, and WIZKID listened to it. WIZKID loved it, and they linked up cuts because she had the song at the time called Try Me, and it was an amazing jam, trust me, an amazing. That was one song that made me personally fall in love with Tems at the time. Moving on, we saw Tems at the Barclays Center on the basketball game, the Brooklyn Nets basketball game. We saw where Tems' picture, for I think a video came first, the video she had at the time, and then we saw where it was on their billboards, their 360 billboard, and then we saw everyone applauding to Tems. And after then, we saw where they kept a picture with her friends sitting, and then she was clapping and waving back to them. That is a moment of greatness, trust me, and it's an amazing one. That some years ago nobody thought Afrobeat would get there, but today Afrobeat is sitting comfortably on that seat. Massive one. I would say congrats to Tems on that one. Moving on, we saw we have WIZKID Ayo Balogun as the next lady, next guy on the news. I don't say lady, right? But the next guy on the news. I also WIZKID was nominated for the top Afrobeat artist at the 2023 Billboard Music Award. And that is his ninth career nomination for the Billboard Music Award. It has been agreed or said that WIZKID had a very, very not too good last year, right? But then, amidst all of the old controversy, WIZKID still manages to get nominations and all of that. It just shows how big of a name that name Big Wiz is. Yesterday, we saw WIZKID in his moments, in his emotions, where he came out to post his mom, and then he said, "I miss you every day." And he changed his DP on Instagram to his mom picture. And after that, we saw where he showed the playlist or song was listening to called Deja Vu with Seyi Vibez. So WIZKID, we pray God comfort him and help him heal through this hard moment. Just last week, earlier the week, we saw making the trend where Egungun of Lagos was snubbed by WIZKID, apparently where he wanted to interview WIZKID for a conversation, and WIZKID looked, smiled, and then walked away because he was not caught up for that conversation. And Egungun posted, now so at the point, the story was just very dicey because he should have just locked up about it, right? But then he posted a picture where he said, if not for the guy if not for that guy carrying the gun, WIZKID had almost agreed. But then that was a picture. But when we saw the full video, WIZKID was never ever going to agree in the first place. So it became a big deal and people started dragging him. And then we saw the point where it didn't just begin from Egungun of Lagos, it was one that began from Cold Peace. We saw the point where a certain content creator called Cold Peace attempted to interview Egungun at a point, and the same thing WIZKID did to Egungun was what he did to Cold Peace. We saw where he snubbed Cold Peace, him and his wife, and refused to grant them audience to allow Cold Peace interviewing. And at the time, Cold Peace felt like he wanted to post it and also share his moment saying he can be a better person and all of that. And he posted it. Egungun replied him in his DM with series of insults, insulting him, calling him names, even threatening to beat him up when he sees him and all of that. And courtesy the fact that he posted his pictures or the video without his consent. But the question is, Egungun posting WIZKID, was it with WIZKID consent? What is my own? I'm just giving you guys this just so you guys can come and talk to me in the comment section. Who do you think is at fault? Is it WIZKID? Is it Egungun? Because remember, he also snubbed Cold Peace at the time. That's my thoughts. Let me see your thoughts in the comment section. I love you guys so much, and please do take care of yourself. We have more updates and more content coming out for you before the end of the day. I love you guys so much.